in the navigation system. Since then, that's been corrected. But it was that none of their names are known on Earth because they never came to Earth. But they were the ones that was the pilots responsible for navigating through this cluttered solar system. Right? They got more clutter that comes with them that make it more difficult to navigate without causing, meteor showers on every planet. Well, now they have something like galactic GPS, so to speak, where they can monitor where the Earth is. Wow. And they can run simulations. They keep running simulations until they get the orbit that they desire that causes the least amount of destruction. That was a strategy given to the Anunnaki by Tahuti. Right, because they had the technology, but they had never thought to use it to plot their own course and steer would cause the least amount of damage. They didn't know that they could make that kind of, well, they knew they had the technology, but they just didn't ever make it. So now they made it and it's working, because you would have been seeing the NIBIRU in the sky because it's big as hell. They just seen it already in different parts of the planet. But when it come all the way around, the orbit has been changed. It's not going to even be a third of the size it used to be in the sky. So you're going to see it. When you see it, it's going to be big as hell. And that's not even a third of the size that it used to be when you see it.
Wow.
Right, because they changed the orbit. The orbit had to be adjusted because of especially the debris tail of Nibiru. We still getting iron oxide, but it's coming in patches. Before, it was coming in the whole storm, had a whole planet red. Now it's coming in patches. That's a good sign. That means they just out of the reach where the tailwind is not smothering us, so to speak. And it's minimizing the potential for the so-called doomsday. Because every time they used to come, the crust used to flip. But this time, only the core flipped. That means that they adjusted it just out of the reach of the planet enough where it won't cause the surface to flip, but it will cause the inner pole to flip. So before it flipped, it got to stop. That happened back in January. And when it picked back up and started rotating again, it's going to go the opposite direction. They reported that 6 days later. That's the reversal of the poles without the crust flipping this time. It's all part of the redemption process. The more we do what we're supposed to do, the more we get to divert all of the catastrophes. Oh, they call it near misses. Bad shit gonna happen, but worst case scenarios never occur. Right. So bad shit gonna happen, but worst case scenarios never occur. Because there's always a minimizing ritual you could play out to reduce the activity of the whole overall catastrophic event. Right? They could have did 9/11 to minimize nuclear holocaust. So it's been a ritual to lessen the destruction that causes a ripple in the people's emotions, sufficient enough to know that a catastrophic event took place. Now they don't have to do nuclear holocaust. But it depends on who gets the position to use it, the energy, the egregore, the accumulated thought forms of the most people. This is why you want them to believe in themselves, right? Because everything starts self-correcting for everybody. The more people believe in themselves, the less that the egregore is centralized in the hands of corrupted people. Right? So imagine that the universal mind is a blimp floating over all of the people.
Mm.
And everybody think that the pilot of the blimp is the best person for the job, and he the absolute worst because he can't even fly a blimp.
Yeah.
But we all focusing our energy to him, and he about to crash. And then all we have to do is realize he about to crash, disengage, and then we take control of the blimp. As a collective, we control it now.
Mm.
It's the same with the universal mind. We can control it if we get enough of us to believe in ourselves, Christ consciousness, collective consciousness. Raising our consciousness collectively at the same time to the position of I believe in me, because Big Mama said I was going to be everything I could be. And I believe what Big Mama said over what these people telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Disengage. When you disengage, they machine malfunction. AI starts to cough. And it's a wrap.
What's your opinion on AI, Rod? I don't know if I asked you that before. What's your thoughts on AI and technology?
It's useful. Just don't misuse it.
Indeed.
I don't have a problem with nothing humans do, nothing the so-called guys do. Just don't misuse nothing, and everything it works where it's supposed to. You're supposed to develop technology. You're supposed to develop new ways of creating new life. Creating new life experiences in best life scenarios, no matter what's going on around you. You know, so AI in and of itself, it's just AI for but 4-bit quantum encryption. It's still not God mind.
Right.
In the 3D, the God mind is a 19-bit quantum encryption. That guy's no match.
Well, what's a 19-bit quantum encryption?
That's the speed in which data can be processed across that many different dimensions, 19 dimensions of information. The AI got a limiter. The limiter is it can't go past 4th dimensional mind matrix. Once the human mind gets the 5th dimensional spirit soul matrix, AI can no longer control it. You outgrow AI. But as long as you stay within the frequency range of the AI, it can dominate and control. Right. So everything within 4th dimensional mind matrix down, AI can some kind of way influence or manipulate. But it can only do according to its program. It can't break from its program because it's only artificially derived intelligence simulating the intelligence of the God mind. But it can't get past man matrix because it was created in the man. It wasn't created in the spirit soul matrix. So as soon as the frequency of the being go to spirit soul matrix, it begins to see above.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Get to see above artificial intelligence. Sylvia Brown wrote Matrix and Terminator. Her ability to see that.
Who you talking about, Sophia Stewart?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sophia Stewart. I say Sylvia Brown. That's the psychic lady.
That's psychic. Yeah.
Montel Williams gonna bop me upside the head with a sock. Anyway, Sophia Stewart, she's easily able to hit spirit soul matrix at an early age because she wrote that in college. So she was tuned in from then. Right? What she see in the mind matrix is she can, it's just like being on the outside looking at all that stuff, the people plugged into the computer and all that. You can see it. That's that clear. But when you in it, it's like Neo not seeing the lady in the red dress. Because you in it now.
Let me get to a couple more questions before we get out of here. Kenneth Davis Rod wants to know, Brother Rod, how should we operate in this world if we don't want to participate in the charade? I'm just over 30 and I'm over the illusion. What does breaking free look like?
It's going to look different person by person because you have to rely on what's written in your spirit, in your soul, to guide you to the path of least resistance to your liberation. That's the hard part because now we got to believe in ourselves to the point where we don't have to follow the beaten path. We can stretch out on our own. Right? So liberation look different for different people. Some people, a $20 raise is liberation. Then some people, liberation is being able to retire with a certain amount of money and fish all day. Some people is hunting out on the plains. Other people is being able to go skiing anytime they want to. It don't look the same for everybody. You got to know what fulfills you in your heart in order to know what your own freedom and liberation is going to look like. Once you see it from your heart space and from your mind space, it converges in your real space. So it's look different for different people.
Excellent, excellent. Let me see. Starseed Weed Puller wants to know, what's going on with the Alpha Dracos? Is this our creators equals dragons?
The Dracos is on the Galactic Council as one of the oversight beings to the conflict between the Anunnakis and the humans. Also, the Pleiadians are watchers, the Arcturians are watchers, Zeta Reticuli, and then you have the scientists that's checking the genetics to see if the plan that was written by Enki is working and making sure that everybody have an equal right to ascension based on the assimilation of one drop of blood. Right? So when you're looking at these different beings, you have some Draco beings that's malevolent that came to subjugate us. But the higher evolved Draco beings that sits on the Galactic Council is responsible that if they lose the war, they got to correct them. They responsible to clean that shit up. So now if they lose because they challenged the wrong people, they have to go back to their system, to their star system, to be reprimanded by the ones who need to re-educate them on how they deal with other species. The Earth situation is unique because nobody ever fought back like this. This is like World War II dogfight in the air.
Wow.
You know, and it took a lot of resources from multiple parts of reality, but this is the way that it's set up. This is the script for the simulation. It's the backstory, right? And the backstory is read best by what you see now. It's always everything you see around you, you're supposed to see it right now, but what led up to it? Reverse engineer that shit. Remember when
Billy was on it. Yeah,
and then I'd say, well, because when you reverse engineer it, if there's an error, it'll show itself.
Right.
All right, that's why everybody talking about my religion, the only true religion. Bullshit. Bullshit. Nobody's religion is a true religion because religion is the whole concept is a military strategy of subjugation. So ain't no such thing as a true religion unless you understand that your subjugation is your religion. Then you true to your religion, and now you following a true religion. But if you don't know you subjugated and you believe in something because somebody told you it's what it was, you haven't developed enough knowledge of self to break from the paradigm given in order to liberate yourself from the doctrines and dogmas of man.
Mm-hmm.
All of it is military designed to keep you from ever conquering your conqueror.
Mm. We're gonna do one more question before we get out of here. This is from Hoop Daddy 7. What's up with the Creole slave master, Marianne Celeste Dragon?
I'm not versed in that particular one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know who that is. So
I'm trying to see if no data's coming up. I'm searching my memory. I'm like, that's not computing.
okay, let's get to another question. Hey, when we're awake, are we dreaming? And when we sleep, are we really awake?
Yeah, you're living in two consciousness at the same time. When you're dreaming, you just aware of what's going on in your mind while your body resting. When you wake up, you become aware of what your body doing, but your mind still ain't resting. Your attention has been shifted from fourth dimensional mind matrix to three-dimensional fixed position reality, and you observe them both as reality. When you're in a dream, you don't know you're not in reality until you wake up into 3D and you assume that this is reality. Right? It's an ongoing creation of the mind in the mind matrix. All this is mental. Right? Because those are the keys to break free inside the matrix so that you can do what you want to do in the matrix. And the smartest way to do it is help as many people as you can while you help yourself. That gives you momentum of success. So you help yourself, you focus on helping yourself. And if you see along the way you can help somebody else and you help them, that doubles your potency of moving yourself up the ladder. They call it pushing to the front. The more people you help along the way, that's your tailwind. Right? When you go back, people say, Rich, I remember you back from the Sonetta days. That's your tailwind catching up to you. What you left behind is coming back to acknowledge that you've been here. Right? If you leave bullshit behind, it don't smell good when it come back.
Right.
Because it putrefied. But if you leave a good tailwind, when it come back like pixie dust. And people sprinkle you with it. And that give you the rides and self-confidence to know you're doing what you was meant to do. And that make you feel more living my best life than got this work, this goddamn man job, Mr. Charlie job. Fuck a job. Live your best life. You know?
Facts.
Help as many people as you can along the way.
Indeed. Super important, man. I'm so thankful to be in this position. I can't say that enough. Hallelujah. What culture hallelujah came from? Where'd that come from? Is that that's it, that word? Hallelujah.
The word is Hebrew.
It's Hebrew. Okay.
But the modern expression, and we own that shit when we got it. They took it over, hijacked their shit. They tried to use it for our detriment, and we turned around and turned it into something that feel good.
No, we sure did. Hallelujah. Oh man, yo, wonderful show tonight. I want to thank the brother Rod Hayes. Shout out to the chat. We got about almost 3,000 people in the building. I gotta end it because I gotta get ready for another show. I got KT coming on, but I want to thank the brother Rod Hayes for coming on. Let me just see what else.
He an alchemical priest.
KT, right? Yeah, KT sharp, man. KT sharp. Right, somebody in the chat earlier asked for your Cash App. What let me write this down. It's SikApe, right?
Yeah. Capital S, capital A.
Let me put this in the chat real quick. If y'all enjoyed, for the person that asked earlier, I don't know your name, but yeah, for those who enjoyed and want to support my brother doing his thing, It's Cash App there for anybody who asked earlier. I can't look at the chat the whole time, but I know somebody earlier. But shout out to everybody who wants to support, super chat or whatever. But the brother's Cash App is on the screen. $ SikApe. I mean, y'all, the shit y'all heard today, it's gonna be hard to hear this somewhere else. It's hard to hear this in a lot of different, like this is I mean, the stuff Rod talk about. Like I said, he talks about it like he literally was there. Like sometimes when people talk about stuff, Rod, some of the teachers, they talk about it like they read it in the book. Yes, so in 1932 on 18, and you can tell they're studious. You talk about it, you talk about it like you talking to the like an OG, like, and he's telling us a hood story, like he's talking about what happened on the block back in the day. That's you like the OG. Yeah, you like the OG.
OG just mean original grits.
Original grid. That's my brother, Rod Hayes, the OG. He don't talk like a teacher. He talk like an OG, which makes it so relatable, man. So, man, I love this conversation, y'all. I know they loving it in the chat, man.